This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game,
this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Vanderbilt's offense will start this game off with the football. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, this quarterback has to be real careful in this one because he's going up against a defense that has tons of ball hawks on the back end. They take the football away, and David weaves them.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the tight end. It's inside. It's Montgomery. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Turning it on! Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. In the red area, it's Montgomery. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulled and finds his man on the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're all over it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Running inside, it's Clark. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Gators in the hurry-up. Burrowing for yardage. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. The give on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quick give. It's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it go. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Was to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Trying to bull his way in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Trying to slam in. And some great 4th down defense against the run. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Trying to make one miss. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Mays. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Clark. Defense all over him.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
3rd and long coming up. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Can't get him to the ground. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Connor. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Abrams. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. And they'll fight for the ball, and the defense wins it with a pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Selling the fake. Flips it out in the flat. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hand it to the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
And I'm kind kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, deep down the right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sells to fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. Gets the back moving. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Holds on, it's Mays. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Clark. Snags it, and there's running room. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Pulled and fired complete. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Foster. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Mays. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Got him on the RPO. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out wide left, it's Abrams. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They want to throw it. Got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Play action on first down. Rush is on. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right side, it's Clark. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pulls it in, it's Mays. Makes the tackle at the 27, it's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Straight ahead, it's Clark. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Mays. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Run in the red zone, it's Clark. They couldn't get it done with the run, and time is going to expire, and a missed opportunity in the red zone. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today, so let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 14 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Golden Bears with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
The Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They're all over him. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Left side, it's Barnett. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Vandy. What a catch in the end zone for 6.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quick?
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Handoff to the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. What a grab with one hand. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Commodores have this offense rolling. To the ground, he's got it again. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the air. Lets it go for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right side, it's Barnett. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sells to run, looking to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Finds his target. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Plows his way ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Uh-oh, look out. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Dawn.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. See some running room.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical. Right now,
lots of room to run. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
grabbed behind the line. It's Connor. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Turns into the pile. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, it's Montgomery. He's past the sticks. He's got 93 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Wilson.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Finds a crease. It's Montgomery. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Gators will go for it here on 4th down. Needs it. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. On the left side, here's Coleman. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Hands it off. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch near the 50. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. 3rd down coming up after the completion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Making the adjustment. The play fake. Look out! Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Carter. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Right side, it's Dixon. He'll be dropped. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got
field goal units not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Commodores trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to throw again. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Around the corner, it's McKenzie. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Has to throw it away on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure three here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. Touchdown Doors! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. The run inside. It's Montgomery.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Vanderbilt takes his 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Let's go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Out wide right, it's Cook. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're
going to take a shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gator! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll bring it out of the... And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Dixon. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gonna run it. It's McKenzie. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,